Imagine a talent recce at a Greenfield GCC exploring India. Which are the parameters you think they'll be considering? Would it be the skills, the scale in which these skills are available, the speed in which they can hire this talent, or the price in which these skills are available? Hi, and welcome to Xpheno's GCC Talent Podcast. Today I want to take you through a framework that Xpheno calls as 4SP. The 4 S's are the skills, the scale in which these skills are available, the speed in which you want to hire, and the state in which you'll go to hire these skills, and what price they will come at. That's the P. Skill, speed, scale, state, and price. So let's dig a little deeper. What do we mean by skills? Fairly understood, right? Imagine a company which wants to hire 400 data science people. Now, what would they consider? In a particular city, would they look at IT services companies or, let's say, fellow GCCs who have similar talent? And the skills might be available, but what scale should they be available? So the skill and scale sort of go in together. So if you have to hire 400 data science guys, their niche skills, the thumb rule says that you should at least have 5 times of that talent in that particular city for you to be able to hire 400 people. Now, if there are more generic skills like Java, we would say that there should be at least 10 times that volume that you seek to hire. So if it's 400 of Java people, 4,000 should be available in that city. Now, it's up to you whether you want to consider IT services companies or GCCs, because we know that all Greenfield GCCs hire 50% of their new talent from IT services companies and almost 50% from other GCCs. And that is in year 1, which is primarily buying of talent, lateral hiring. Clearly, when you go to year 2 or 3, some of you may want to build talent. That means you will hire freshers. So that means you also need to understand what is the academic output, how many engineers are passing out, how many BCom, BSc, any other qualifications that you need are passing out, CAs, passing out from that city that's available. So when it comes to skills, it's a combination of how much you want to hire from the market and how much you want to build, that is hiring freshers. So you need data points of both enterprise data and academic data. The third also could be the migration data. We saw last 12 months, Gurugram, Bengaluru, and Hyderabad saw maximum number of talent moving, tech talent moving because of the GCCs. So that trend also is handy when you're looking to set up a new GCC. Now that explains the skills and the scale part of it that you want to see. How about the speed? What do you mean by speed? Fairly understood, right? It means the notice period of, let's say, people who are working in IT services companies, which could be 90 days, or GCCs which have 1 or 2 months. So that is an indicator of what is the speed you can hire. But also in a particular skill, in a particular city, how about people who are serving notice periods? You think we can quantify that? Because most of the enterprises also say, I want to hire talent as of yesterday. So that means you need to understand people who are in notice period also at any given time to evaluate the speed as well. So there goes the speed part. What about the price? No company has unlimited budgets. We all know GCCs come to India also because of talent arbitrage, or rather cost arbitrage. So what we mean by that is that if you have X number of talent in a particular city, we also want to know what their current compensation is. And you have to add 30 or 40% in some of the niche skills, even add 50% to that. So you know this is the landing price of the talent. So that's the price of the talent. And based on the skills, the scale and speed and price, you possibly will determine which state to go to. And that's how we arrived at the 4SP concept. But then, not every company takes this skills related matter and data points as a Bible when they choose a particular state or a city. In fact, a few years ago, I met a captive, as we used to call them then, wanting to explore India. I met them in Chennai and we gave them data points that they wanted. It was an investment banking company and the skills they wanted at that point of time were available in Mumbai. So we said, these are the skills, this is a scale in which they're available. If you set up in Mumbai, we can help you hire them. After meeting us, the next stop was in Bengaluru. A week later, they call us and say, hey, We like the data points that you gave. We want you to partner us, but we have chosen Bengaluru as the location in which we'll set up our GCC. Why? Because they came and met their service provider. They had almost 1,000 people with the Indian IT service provider. And the IT service provider CEO said, hey, why do you want your GCC site head to keep traveling between Mumbai and Bengaluru? We know the Mumbai landscape. We know Bengaluru landscape as well. This is where we've built thousands of people for us. We can help you build your own captive as well. And it will be easy for your site head to work with us and also build his own site. So they hired 1,000 people during that phase. So there are many other things, as you very well know, which goes beyond the skills and the context of the scale and price the skills come at. It could also be, where is the site head from? Sometimes we give all the data points only for the Greenfield GCCs to come back and say we're going to another city because the site head belongs to that place. That is provided they've already chosen a site head. So as much as we are proud of the 4SP framework, the skill, speed, scale, state and price, as we call it, the 4SP, there are still things which are beyond these aspects that go into selecting a particular city or state when it comes to Greenfield GCCs. It could be infrastructural, it could be great weather, and like I said, it could be where the site head is from, or the factor that I just told you. They just felt the service provider is next door. So, thank you for tuning into Xpheno's GCC Talent Podcast today. I hope there's something to take away from the 4SP framework I shared. If you have any other pointers towards that, please share. Thank you.